Now it's time for the next great British debate this hour, and I'm asking, Sir Keir Starmer it's a calamitous start for many, that's how they see it. Is the game up already for him? Now, as an Ipsos poll has revealed this week, that he is Britain's second worst Prime Minister after his first few months in Downing Street have been overshadowed by riots, winter fuel payments, backlash and freebie scandals, let alone the anger faced many parents who are facing a rise in VAT for the independent schools. His current approval rate is just 25%, down from 36% in July of this year. So for the great British debate this hour, I'm asking, is the game already up for Sir Keir Starmer? Well, joining me to debate this, my panel, political commentator Lee Harris and trade unionist Andy Twelves. Andy Twelves, is it over for Keir Starmer already?
No, not even remotely.
Is that right?
I mean, you'd ask this question maybe after a few ministerial resignations, maybe a backbench rebellion. There's been neither such thing, to suggest the game is up. There's been, maybe less than a month of actual parliamentary sitting time.
And look what he's done in it.
And the game isn't even remotely. Do you know what I mean? It's a silly question to ask, really.
Well, hold on, because you may think that's a silly question, but have you seen the polling? Already the numbers are falling. People are not supporting him. Even his own party are now looking at him going, oh, my God, what's happening here?
Well, I don't think his own party are.
There are. We've already read about the reports of Labour MPs who are now getting very concerned. And there is also still the matter of Jazz Aswell. That hasn't been dealt with. Lee Harris.
It's been an absolute disaster. It's shot right from the start. I mean, this is the man who lied about respecting the result of the Brexit referendum, lied his way into the leadership.
How did he lie about respecting the Brexit referendum?
Answer this, and then you can answer
the result.
Hold on, let Lee finish, please, and then we'll come in.
He went out and campaigned for another vote, so that's not respecting the result. He lied his way into the leadership, and he lied his way into number 10. And it has been an absolute disaster since he's been there. I mean,
well, in what way did he lie into number 10? What is the lie that he's told you that you feel he's lied about? Give me one of them, because you can't say that and then not come up with a lie.
I did have this all in my head before I started.
Well, bring it out.
Oh, he has lied his way into number 10.
Well, in what way? I mean, it's all very...
What did he lie about?
Sorry, I'm asking the questions.
OK, he wasn't clear with the public about his about the taxes, and he said that he wasn't going to tax working people, and he kind of made out it was all going to be fluffy and wonderful. And then when he got elected... but then when he won the election, it all started falling apart quite quickly.
We haven't taxed working people.
Well, I suppose... Well, hold on. I suppose you could say that some people might see him as lying because the pensioners' winter fuel allowance, for example, was not in the manifesto.
That's not tax.
Hang on, sorry, let me finish. I'm not talking about taxes, I'm talking about lying. So... you could say that being economical with the truth is a form of almost lying. I could accept that.
Well, no, he didn't in the manifesto or any of his debates, he didn't go, we're explicitly not going to take away the winter fuel payment. But if he said that and then went and did it, that would be a lie.
But it could be...
You can't say that.
My point is it could be seen as lying by omission.
But you could
if you're going to do that immediately, then you don't do it, and you do it immediately after you've been elected. People might see that as a lie.
Anything that you haven't previously commented on.
But that's drastic.
By that principle would be going, oh, well, he's lied about it.
Well, that's drastic, isn't it? And they must have planned that. So that's not something... Like, if you're going to take away the winter fuel allowance from pensioners, it's not something that you... Oh, let's just do that now on the hop. He's only been in for, what is it, 10 weeks now?
Something like that.
So let's see that as an omission.
One and a bit Liz Truss kind of governments, isn't it?
Omission of information can be seen as being economical with the truth, which can be seen as a lie.
It can be seen as that. I wouldn't see it as that. No.
It's massively disingenuous. This is a bloke, he's given civil service jobs to his mates when he got in.
Well, they all do that, don't they?
Cashed in, not to the extent that Starmer's done. Apparently there is an investigation now going on
there is
about the people that he's appointed. He's cashed in 100 grand's worth of gifts. He's given Lord Ali a security pass, which I understand now has been rescinded, but that was, very convenient after 100 grand's worth. And he's breached parliamentary rules. Then we can go on to the winter fuel allowance, which you've already been discussing. I do not understand the logic behind that decision. It just doesn't make any sense. He's going to spend 11.6 billion on overseas climate aid. Just spend 1.4 billion less. And give it to pensioners. It makes no sense.
I mean,
he's heartless.
Those are all, I'm sure, very, very good points in your mind. But the question is it up for Keir Starmer?
They're very good points
and
anyway.
It's not up for Keir Starmer, even remotely. He's got, I think, council elections next year. The next set of parliamentary elections are in 2 years. Mayoral elections are in 4 years, and then a general in 5. This is, he's got a long, long time. There have been no
that.
ministerial resignations. There have been no backbench rebellions to go, is it up for Starmer? No, it is not up.
Well,
not even remotely.
that's because they're scared after he took the whip from the 7 MPs who went against his two-child... Hang on.
If they're scared...
Sorry, I'm speaking. Sorry, I'm speaking. Sorry. No.
I'm interrupting, you're interrupting.
Well, it's my show, so I'll speak.
I mean, you're not paying me to be here, so it's our show.
Well, no, it's not really our show, no. Do you see the wording on there? What does that say?
That says...
Look behind you, look over there. Look
behind me.
Can you see the wording there? What does that say?
Well, that's not on screen, that's to the right.
What do you see there? Thank you. Just to remind you...
But we are contributing here. So
well, you are contributing, but when I'm talking...
Well, you interrupted me,
sorry,
technically now.
No, I'm talking, so when
you did interrupt me.
When I've finished talking, then you can speak.
You did interrupt me.
Yeah, but I'm entitled to interrupt you.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I don't think that's how debates work. You are moderating, technically.
Well, at least, yes, I am moderating. Thank goodness for that. He's worked it out. Well done. Right, so let's get back to the point, though. Let's get back to the point that we're making here. And the point is, with regard to Keir Starmer, some people will look at this and think, well, so far, it's only been 10 weeks. He hasn't done particularly well, and a lot of people saying that his polling has fallen by at least 10 points, and people are not really warming to his policies, and in particular, the winter fuel, which is a big one, OK? He omitted that in his manifesto, which he should have said if he was going to do it, and he probably wouldn't have got as far as he had. And the Labour Party's own research showed that up to 4,000 people might die if the Tories went along with that policy. So do you not think that if the optics will look incredibly bad, lots of pensioners start dying because of cold over the winter?
I'm sure that the optics would obviously be bad if pensioners are dying because of a government decision.
Yeah.
But to say that it's up for Keir Starmer is not even remotely true. As I said, there's been no ministerial resignation.
Well, I'm asking the question. I'm not saying it is. I'm asking you.
Well, you're saying, is it up for him?
Yeah.
No, it's not up. Not even remotely.
Well, do you think he will survive the 5-year term?
I mean, 5 years is a long time, but I certainly don't
think the winter
fuel. I don't think the winter fuel allowance is going to be the thing that unseats him. I mean, 5 years is a long time, but I don't think this is going to be the issue that unseats him.
What do you think? Do you think that the winter fuel allowance will be the issue that unseats Keir Starmer?
I strongly believe that people will not forget. They genuinely won't. I think you're very right to say the only thing that Keir Starmer has on his side at the moment is the time and a majority. That's it. He hasn't got anything else. Everything else has genuinely been an unmitigated disaster. I can't think of one thing that he's done that has been worthwhile or has created any good in our country at all. I know he hasn't had long, but it has been an absolute shambles. I mean, just look at the little things just the niggly little things that wind me up, like the transparency issue. He stood in front of this is what people will not forget. We're a tolerant bunch of people in this country, but one thing that we cannot stand is hypocrisy. And all I have got in my head is Starmer on his high horse talking about clearing up politics and getting rid of cronyism. The first thing that happens when he's in office is he's got his snout in the trough more than anyone else. I mean, it's insane.
All it is even sitting on a neutral space where I don't really support any of the parties at all, and looking at it, it almost looks indefensible. Are you seriously saying, looking at this £150,000 worth of freebies and all the stuff there, that this is a good start for Keir Starmer?
I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a good start.
It's a bad start, isn't it?
Fundamentally, this kind of thing happens. Lots of people get gifts. He was the leader of the opposition that was going to be the Prime Minister. Obviously, people will want to donate to him. This is a shocking principle.
You know what's going to bring him down is probably the smashing the gangs. I mean, he just literally appointed Martin Hewitt.
Well, he didn't appoint the
Sorry, under his watch, Martin Hewitt has been appointed as the new head of Border Command. And the first thing he said was, "Yeah, mate, you smashed the gangs. It's not going to work. You need a deterrent." Guess what? Like Rwanda.
Yeah,
the guy. That's one of his flagship policies, and by the way, that is what the British public care about the most at the moment in terms of immigration. Is right up there in terms of what people care about. He's going to fail. He's not going to smash the gang.
Let's give Andy the final word. Final word, 30 seconds.
There was a cross-partisan kind of agreement that Rwanda was a mess. Even the Prime Minister who was implementing it called it a gimmick. Rwanda, it was for 200 people. It was too expensive, and it really didn't work. This new Keir Starmer government, he's got a new head of border security. Border Command, I think it's called.
You don't even know what it's called.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not Keir Starmer's team. I'm not in the Home Office. But he's got a new border chief. Let's call him that. And there's going to be a new plan to smash the gangs and really stop the boats coming across.
It's not going to happen.
Okay. Well,
14 years of Tories couldn't manage it.
It's not going to happen.
Nobody's commending the Tories on their term in office because it was not good. But let's be honest here. Keir Starmer has made a mess of this from the very beginning. And to be honest,
we'll agree to disagree.
He has made a mess of it. And I think even those who support the Labour Party are saying the same thing. And his poll rating has plummeted.